I'm doing that crazy hand thing again. I can't stop. It's like my hands want to talk on their own. Good morning from Ramona, California. Today is my last day here in Ramona. I've been here for about 10 days now, helping Scott do his move. And today is finishing up, and I'm headed down towards San Diego proper and going to spend the afternoon at Bill's shop again. Should be a lot of fun. As usual, I like to start my day with Starbucks, getting online, answering emails, answering your comments. So when I head inside, get some coffee and get going. I'm sure Scott's frustrated with the whole moving process. It seems like when I came down here, I arrived on a Monday and it was supposed to be out and closing on Wednesday or Thursday. Then it was pushed back to the weekend. Then it was pushed back to Monday. Then it was pushed back to Thursday again. Then it's pushed back to Sunday. Now he's told Monday, and then last night he was told that it was going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. So it seems like it's constantly being pushed back day after day after day. Finishing up here at Starbucks, and I don't know what's going on. This is the fourth time out of 5 videos, 4 out of 5 videos that has not been approved for monetization. So they flagged 4 of my videos as not being appropriate for all advertisers. I don't know what's up with that. This is like the engine stuff that we're doing, 2 videos there, helping Scott move to his boat. It's like, why are these being demonetized? Okay, enough ranting about YouTube and demonetization, all that kind of stuff. I've been thinking a lot the last week or so about a few concepts. One is karma, the other is the golden rule, and the other is paying it forward. So those 3 concepts I've been thinking a lot about because I've been helping Scott with his move. And I feel compelled to help him, and he's pretty much a total stranger. And I showed up on his doorstep. Initially I was going to help him for 2 or 3 days. That turned into about 12 days. So almost 2 weeks that I've been helping him move every single day. So the question is, why do I feel compelled to help out Scott with his move? I don't mind doing it. I feel it's the right thing to do, but why? One possible explanation would be karma. Karma, I think, is quite a bit different in Eastern cultures in Asia than is the way we look at it here in the United States. In the United States, we look at karma as you do something now, like today or next week, and within a short period of time, within a few days or a couple of months, it comes back to you. So you do something bad, then it comes back to you, something bad happens to you. You do something to help somebody out this week, next week you get some amazing opportunity that opens up. Like there's a direct correlation between something that's done now and coming back to you in the near future. However, in Asian culture, that's not the way they view it at all. Karma is closely linked to the whole concept of reincarnation. So basically, if you're having a really sucky life, like everything goes wrong, your brother falls off a cliff and dies, you have a leg amputated, you lose your job, you get hit on the back of the head with a brick, all that kind of stuff is attributed to your previous life. What you did before in your previous life, like you did something really bad in your previous life, so you are suffering in this life. And likewise, all the good things you do in this life, don't expect any reward or any compensation or anything at all to happen to you that's good in this life, but in the next life you might be elevated up to become either a Buddhist monk or to become this superior being that's similar to like a Christian angel. So they have like this sub-deity that's similar to an angel that has superpowers. So anyway, they view that as the next step up in progression for reincarnation, versus you do something bad, then maybe you'll come back as a worm, you'll come back as I don't know, a cat or a dog or some creature like that that's a step down in your progression. So that's the way they view karma. I'm not sure I really buy into karma the way that it's described in Western culture or in Eastern culture, but it is interesting to think about. I'm doing that crazy hand thing again. I can't stop. It's like my hands want to talk on their own, and I feel like I've got to put them in my pockets or something. It's a problem. I know it's a problem. I see all the comments that you guys write, but my hands are just sort of animated. They just sort of have a mind of their own, and they just start doing stuff, and then I realize when I'm editing on the video that my hands are doing stuff in the camera again and again and again. Anyway, apologize for that. The other concept is the golden rule. The golden rule is pretty much a concept that you'll see in most religions and theologies. That's to do to others like you want to have be done to you. I think maybe that's more the route that I go with, that I really appreciate when people help me move, and so I want to be a person who reciprocates that. So I think that's a part of it, but it's not necessarily that I expect or want to be treated that way. I don't know, it's just something that I feel compelled to do, and I've been pondering why I just feel compelled to help Scott out. I mean, he's a complete stranger. That's sort of weird, isn't it? I think really what it comes down to is something more like the movie Pay It Forward. That concept of, I've had so many great things happen in my life, so many opportunities that have opened up to me, and I'm so grateful to be here and to be alive. And I have an open schedule. I'm not working a 9-to-5 job like so many of you, so many other people in the United States or around the world. I suppose I just want to pay it forward and do something good for someone else, and in hopes that I can somehow change the world in just a little way, so that others feel that there isn't all this nasty negative toxicity in the world, that we can all together, just by doing something small for someone else, and create a world that's a better place. And so I think that that's the way we can make a big difference in the world, is just by taking those little moments and looking for someone around us that we can help out, that we have the ability to help, and that they're in need of help. And so for me, I think that's what it's all about. It's not so much karma, it's not so much the golden rule, it's really that last concept of making a difference in somebody's life and making a difference in the world as a result, and having no expectations of a reward back from that person, a trade out, a barter, and not having an expectation of karma, of something coming back to you next week or in the next life. I think that's not really what it's about for me. Anyway, that's my thoughts on karma and the golden rule, and on paying it forward, and hope you find that interesting. I've been sort of hanging out at Starbucks waiting for Scott to call me. I guess he's moving a giant metal lathe from his house and trying to get it over to his storage area. So anyway, I've been sort of waiting for that, but I haven't heard from him, so I'm gonna head over to the house and see if he's there. I found Scott and I picked him up and brought them out to the airport. So we're out at the airport right now. Here's the runways behind me, step van, and this is Scott's hangar here where his airplane is stored. This one here is not Scott's plane. Scott rents out or sublets part of his space to another guy, and Scott's plane is over here on the other side. Scott, can you tell us what this plane is?
That's a Long Easy. It's
Long
partially done,
Easy.
It's never flown.
So it has these small little like wings on the front, and then the back has a wide wing, and this is only half of it here, and then it extends out on this side. We're out here looking for the come-along so that we can load up his metal lathe back at the house. So we're doing a quest right now. No come-along here at the airport. Gonna head back to the house. We're back at Scott's house now, continuing to load up, finishing up the last of his stuff as he moves out of his house. We are done, and I am exhausted. I think I'm just going to drive the step van down to the boat yard, following these guys, help them unload. That's all I have. I've just no more energy. Sun is setting. I just arrived at the boat yard. Beautiful sunset happening over here in the distance. Can't quite see it on the camera, just colors are being blown out. I'm gonna go in, meet with the guys. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you for watching. Savor the moment. See you next episode.